Blessed morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Come in and say hi in the chat box below. So, welcome to Life Coaching Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs is a bona fide institute for mental health. So Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. If you want to know more about our international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661. There in the screen, you can see that number. So I am Coach Cherry Minas for Project Rescue Yourself from Self-Sabotage. Get out in the way of your own progress. Your access with me is every Thursday at 10 a.m. For my segment today, I will be sharing self-awareness. What am I? So please tag your friends in the comments below and invite them to join us in our conversation. You may also share this FB Live to your timeline, your FB groups and pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. So, yeah, welcome. How are you today? Tell me about what you feel. Maybe you can tell me what the color of your day is today. So it's kind of gloomy where I am. I don't see the sun. So how about you? Uh-huh. So yeah, that is the title of everything that I actually talk about in my topics. So it's mainly rescuing yourself from self-sabotage behaviors. Okay, so before I continue, let me do a short introduction of myself. As I've said, my name is Coach Cherry Minas. I'm certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, a bona fide for mental health, and it is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. So as of now, I work full-time as a technical sales executive, and I help sell and support uh, with what we with our products on laboratory equipment and supplies. So yeah, I finished chemical engineering in St. Louis University, Baguio, and I am a travel bug. Yes, I do love to travel, and I don't know if I'm excited or not because we're opening the doors, but of course we know that still the virus is there, and we should take care of ourselves. And I would always say that the number one thing that you should do is to protect your immune system by managing your stress. So actually, we offer free no monetary investment seminars on stress management. So if you want that for you, for your company, if you want that for your organization, then do connect with me, with us at Life Coach Philippines, at Coach A Coaching Community. Connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. And we'll take it from there. We'll get the details. Okay, so what do I do as a life coach? I'm a part-time life coach, and what I do is to help those people who actually strive to get to somewhere, to level up, if I should say, who wants to succeed. They are willing and able. They do things. They attend seminars, they go to school, they try, but there is something that is pulling them back. That's why my topic is about self-sabotage. There's something pulling them back every time they are on the game. And yeah, I want to help you if you are that person who really strives to, level up, but still, it's like nothing is really changing in your life. So yeah, let's talk if you are that person. So this is my belief. I believe in you. I believe that you deserve to be the best person God wants you to be, and you are made for greatness. Okay, so as you are here, I would like to honor your time, and of course, you also honor your time because we have limited time, right? I would like then to ask you to capture those pictures or those words that gave you an aha moment, like Eureka! I found it. This has been my long time question, and oh, I've learned something today. Catch that, write it on your notebook, on your journal, and bless other people by sharing it in your timeline. We share a lot of things in our timeline, and in this time, because you're learning, share your learnings in your timeline, in your FB page, in your FB groups, and put a hashtag pack my bag moment and hashtag life coaching access. Why pack my bag moment? Because when we are in the normal times, we used to travel, right? We go somewhere and we um, of course we take our bag because we want to learn, and then when we want what before we leave, we of course pack our bag. So pack my bag moment means that you got what you came for, you're done, and you're going home, you're packing your bag. So yeah. And again, what my title for today is self-awareness, take on what am I? Because we ask, who am I? How about asking, what am I? It's a play on words, but I want to ask on the other side, like, what am I? Like, if you ask, what am I? Your answers would be object, right? Like, it's an object. It's something that is not you. And how are you going to look at that thing? How are you going to describe that is not you? That is why my question is, what am I? What? It's not who, but what? Let's take from that perspective. So, yeah. Okay, so let's define self-awareness. I love this picture. So, self-awareness means conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires, and that is your own. So, let me ask you this question: when did you start knowing yourself? Actually knowing yourself, because sometimes we actually look at others, um, our family members, look at, if you have a person that we like, we look at them and like we know who they are. At a time, we also know what they like your partner, your husband, your wife. You know what they like, you know what their desires are. And how about you? Do you know what your desires are? Do you know your motives, your intention? Why are you doing things? Do you know your character? And are you happy with your character? Because sometimes I hear people, I'm this, but actually it's not serving them, or they may not be even aware that it's not serving them. That character of theirs is not serving them, and for that reason, they think that they're protecting themselves. They take that character as their identity, and they won't even flinch, and they won't even like look in the mirror and like, is this character, is this behavior serving me or not? So yeah. Okay, so let's take this from Duval and Wiklund. So in 1972, is the birth of the word of the phrase self-awareness, and it is by these two people, Duval and Wiklund. What did they say during that time, during their research? They said, when we focus our attention on ourselves, we evaluate and compare our current behavior to our internal standards and values. We become self-conscious as object evaluators of ourselves. So let's highlight these words: internal standards and values, and then self-conscious as objective evaluators. Objective evaluators, not subjective. Okay, so what these two people are saying is that it's mainly looking at your values and beliefs, and related to your, what are your thoughts, what are your feelings, your emotions, what are your behaviors, do you know your strength, do you know your weakness? Because if you ask me, I'm still on the search of those. Like, I am aware of maybe half of my values and behaviors, but not all. Every day I'm discovering about myself. But how do you become that? So we will learn that later. So let's define what values are. So our ideals. What are your ideals, and where did those ideals come from? Because always you would always check with your heart. Um, this thing is what I want. I think these are my ideals, and are they aligned with what your heart is saying? Because maybe uh, look at it that, or you should know if it's really from you, or is it because of other people. You know, yung naki-ideal tayo. So yeah, this is best to become self-aware so that we know that it is ours, not from others. Okay, but as always, we would say in life coaching, this process of knowing yourself, of self-awareness, is not overnight. It takes time, and it's okay. And if you want, you can be helped by a life coach so that it's easier. And so that if you have a blind spot, then that other person can see it. And it's objective. Because growing up, we hear people tell us what we are, but it is not empowering. Like, they tell us what we are, and we believe that, you know. And a lot of times we hear those negative things that people describe us. They describe us in a negative way, and we believe that, and we live by that. So yeah, these are the reasons why I'm actually looking at self-awareness, that you should be self-aware, you should know who you are. And yeah, that's why I'm giving this um, foundation. We are defining self-awareness, and later we're going to have a run through on how are we going to be self-aware, how are we going to start with that journey of knowing what what we really are. Okay, so yeah, and according to Tasha Urich, there are two categories of self-awareness. We have the internal and external. So let's define that one. First is internal self-awareness. It is how clearly you see your values, your passions, your aspirations, and how well those standards fit with your environment and your reactions. There should be an alignment. Okay, this is what I'm saying here. So this includes your feelings, behaviors, strength, and weaknesses, as I have mentioned a while ago. So yeah, internal self-awareness, as an example, is that, is my job aligned to my passion? For example, you are artsy, and you're in, maybe you're working in a restaurant. Are they aligned? How are you going to know that they are aligned? Are you using your passion in what you are doing? Because you will know that, right? So in my experience, when I knew that it is what I want, I'd be happy, and I would not notice the time passing by, and I would not even complain that I'm working overtime. because it is what I want. It is my passion. That's why I would gladly do it. There's no so much effort when you do what you're passionate about. So yeah, check with yourself. Are you internally aware of yourself? Do you know your values? Have you defined your values? Do you know your passion? When I was 23 years old, I was looking for my passion. What am I passionate about? So your aspirations in life. Do you know all those? The next is the external self-awareness. It says here the ability to clearly see how other people view you. So for external self-awareness, it is you hearing and listening to the feedback of others. Ito nga yung sinasabi nating blind spot because you have blind spots. And this is between you believing what they are saying and listening, like really listening if it connects with you. Or um, the other one is they are just criticizing you, the wrong they're criticizing you, and you believe in your heart that that is not you. So you look at two, and you're going to actually classify those, uh, the people's view of you, because it's either true or not. So yeah, and that again is a process. It's not overnight. So sometimes when people say something about you, you cringe or you get angry or you feel insulted or you have those negative emotions. And look at those emotions. Why are you feeling that way? And if you want, you can ask the help of a life coach, because a life coach will actually help you process why you are feeling those emotions when you hear that feedback. So yeah, accordingly, people who know how others see them are typically more empathetic, and leaders who can see how their employees view them are usually more effective. Yeah, because they know they're accepting of what their employees are saying. So they are objectively, of course, and they are able to adjust. So they also have stronger relationships with their employees. So that's our dream. We want that kind of leader. So if you are a leader, are you this kind of a leader? Are you actually um, receiving external uh, feedback objectively? So are you externally aware? That is the question. Okay, those are the two types. So how are you with this? If you're going to rate yourself from 1 to 10, how are you with your external self-awareness? How about your internal self-awareness? Do you think you are 10 in your self-awareness? So yeah, self-check. Go to the mirror and, kumusta yan si self? So this is what I was saying a while ago, that we're going to have a run through on how you become self-aware. So okay, we have defined self-awareness. We have defined that there are two categories according to Uric, Tasha Uric. We have the internal and the external self-awareness. But how do we do that, especially with the internal self-awareness? So because remember, we have started with internal, so you always start with the internal, and then you go outside, because most of the time we just hear people saying that and we have that feeling, but we don't know. It's because it's easier for you to go through that process of um, defining or looking at why you are feeling negative emotions when they have feedback, if you know who you are. And of course, if you know who you are, you know your values, you know your ideals, then you're going to hold on that. And you're going to know why you are reacting as such, why you are doing things that you do, why you are choosing those decisions. Okay, so how do you become self-aware? Number one is ask what, not why. So sometimes we say, why is this happening to me? Why did I do that? Okay, so sometimes we go into the spiral of, answering ourselves in a negative way. Why did I do this? Because blah blah blah, and then we go to the negative pit. We go to, you know uh we go we go many feet under, and then ah we're like lost. Diba? Parang Alice in Wonderland. So we're lost because we ask why. How about asking what? What happened? What was my feeling when this happened? What was I thinking when I had that emotion? When I had that feelings? What was in my head? So, di ba, mas objective siya instead of asking why. Kasi pag why, magrarason ka na, why? Kasi ganito ako eh, kasi ganyan eh. And it's not objective already. You're judging yourself, and then um, you're using your negative self-talk, your negative identity to define yourself, to answer yourself if you ask why. So instead of asking why, you ask what. What happened? What was I thinking? What is my emotion? Diba? Try that. So try asking yourself. So if you have an emotion, then try asking yourself, what was I thinking when I had that emotion? Okay, so yeah, even for positive, like what makes you happy, right? Not why am I happy? It's what makes me happy. Okay, share with me in the comments down below what makes you happy. Okay, and the next is spend time with yourself. So you can do this with journaling. So have a me time. You always this is my suggestion, invitation. You always have a me time. Of course, for me, I would always have a me time during the day, at least 10 minutes. Especially if you're a mom, you're a new mom, like you have a lot to do. But if you're single, I think you can work with this one, right? So every day have a me time. 5 minutes is actually, I think, enough already. But if that's longer, then that's better. So have a me time, and during the week you can also have a longer me time, like ask someone to take care of the house, ask someone to do chores for you, and then go out, go somewhere quiet, and have a me time. Kilalanin si self, like who am I really? What happened during the week? What happened during the day? What do I want to do today? Again, ask what. Okay, so spend time with yourself. If you spend time with other people, if you spend time with other things for other people, then spend time with yourself. Spend time with what you want. Like, for example, when you were young, you used to do this. Let's say you used to draw. Um, you used to draw. So now, maybe if you have not been doing that, then you can spend time going to art exhibitions, right? So yeah, again, we're opening the doors. Like, I think a lot of things are going to change in the next month. So yeah, maybe you can visit those things, and or those places where you can have a me time. So because I'm going back to La Trinidad, there's a park near my house. It's the BSU ground, Benguet State ground. So I go there. You can actually have a me time there. You just lie down on the grass and like look at the sky, because I like the blue sky. So things like that. And if you want, you can have guide questions as well. Connect with the coach. We have discovery sessions, complimentary coaching sessions, and in there you're going to be answering questions so that you know yourself better. So if you visit DCAP, the placemat that you're going to use, it has the wheel of life. Then with that, you can actually better know yourself. So yeah, those are the things that you can use. The wheel of life, wheel of life. What else? And other questionnaires, other toolkits that will help you know who you really are. Will help you define or answer the question, what am I? Okay, and the next is practice mindfulness. So this was my topic last December. So go back to my topics last December because I have like mindfulness pause, mindful eating. What else? Things that you do during the day. You have do a mindful pause, like because instead of us having mindful pause, we check our phone. Instead of doing that, have a time with yourself, like just some minutes, like 2 minutes, and like pause and am I still aligned with what I want to do? Am I happy with what I am doing? So you do that. You practice mindfulness. So for example, you got irritated, you got insulted maybe. Then pause. Like what happened? Why what did I feel? So things like that. Um, and for mindfulness as well, I had last December I had mindful sleep. So how do you sleep? So things like that, and you will become you will become self-aware if you practice mindfulness. Okay, so number four, the last one here is be a good listener. So this is the external, right? So be a good listener. So when because in our culture as Filipinos, it's I think it's changing, but still there is in our culture the thing that we don't want to say things straight. So yeah, we're still learning that. So I for myself, I'm still learning to be straight to people. So if you are with people who are like just insinuating things, then yeah, be a good listener and see if that what they are telling you, if what they are showing you is what how is it affecting you? Okay, so and this one is some takes courage. Ask for feedback. So actually, Master Coach A has a talk on about feedback, like how are you going to take feedbacks. So yeah, that's my sharing today. I hope you've learned something. Tell me if you how are you with your self-awareness. Do you think that you are 10 in your self-awareness? Do you think that you are 5? Do you think that you are 1? Do you want to talk to me about self-awareness? Do you want to talk to any coaches, so things that trigger you, why, what triggers you, what to do, what was your thinking. So if you want someone to process you, connect with a coach. Connect with me or connect with Coach Rizal. Connect with the other coaches that are commenting in here. So again, thank you so much for all those who are here to help you also with this, with self-awareness. I would like to invite you to this online course by Master Coach A. So we got this in January. Some of the coaches who are here, they also have this one. So the title is One Life to Live, 8,760 hours. So you can take it online. Um, self-paced. This is a self-paced course. So this is a good one, a great course actually to start with your self-awareness. How are you spending your time? How do you want to spend your time? Because if you don't know yourself, if you really don't know yourself, then it's hard for you to be answering those questions. So yeah, take note of what you do during the day, what your likes are, what makes you smile, what makes you happy, what makes you cringe, what makes you angry. So yeah, what are your favorite food? So things like that become self-aware internally and externally. So that is my invitation for you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I'm inviting you to have a conversation with me. Message me at my Facebook page, Coach Share, my personal Facebook account, Cherry Minas. And I'll be launching a new Facebook group. The Delta Effects is the name, because I'm looking for those people who would always be doing things, doing things that they think would improve them, but somewhere along the way they are not really happy. So yeah, and Delta, the name of my group is the Delta Effects. Why Delta? Because Delta means change. physics and chemistry, it means change or transformation. So if you are in that phase of transformation, or how and what are you experiencing, then let's talk. Join my group, the Delta FX. So that is my number, 0949-732-5568. So you can connect with me. Just tell me who you are. Okay, so I believe that you deserve the best. You must remember that. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Tell me what you've learned today. Okay, so as I end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub, the Decaf Coffee Republic, located at the PC Center or Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton in United States, Capitolio, Pasig City. I'll be there tonight, so join us. Come visit Decaf Coffee Republic. So our coaching hub is open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But our virtual operations is 24 by 7. Because we offer coaching services on demand any time of the day, any day of the week. So that is 24/7, 7 from Mondays to Sundays. Okay, so connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. So if you don't hear or if you call that number and Coach Rochelle doesn't answer, maybe she's just somewhere talking to someone, but she'll get back to you. So don't worry, okay? So yeah, you could always come and to our space and you know connect with someone. Don't isolate. So yeah, why am I saying this? Because I have a lot of friends who had been in isolation for a long time, and that is hard. That is detrimental to our mental health. So share, because we are made as human, and actually we are social beings. So share with someone. Share with someone who will empower you, because you've got the power, you've got the guts. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, I'll see you again next week, Thursday at 10 a.m. Love, bam, boom, annyeong.